Hello guys, welcome back to Watch Addiction Watch Reviews. Today in front of you we're taking a look at a new release from Excelsior Park. This is a brand that was originally founded in the 1800s and made a comeback. And they're producing some really nice kind of vintage inspired timepieces from their past lineup. And honestly, this one came out really nice. Price coming in at $1,750 US. It's a bit of a more luxurious watch. It's Swiss made obviously for that price point. And we get a really nice manual wound movement from the Landerin series, which is actually really nice. So yeah, it's a very nice timepiece. I'm quite pleased how it came out. The sizing is there for the vintage aesthetic, and pretty much everything around the case, the design, and down to the strap is just spot on. I think they did a really good job on this model. This one is available as of December 12th on their website. I'll drop a link down to them in the description below. Let's get started with the box. What's on my wrist, then we'll dig a little deeper. On my wrist today is the Breitling Super Avenger. This is one of the first luxury watches I bought when I was like 20 years old, about 15 years ago. But yeah, I added the diamond bezel. Quite a little ice on it, but I think it looks really nice. Now this watch does come in a very nice genuine wood box, which I do appreciate for the price point of $1750. It comes with a really nice box. This is the wood Excelsior Park box. Which is actually really nice. This is the box you'll get it in. Two little latches here. I guess it's good to keep in your closet or store the watch in if you like. But yeah, that's the upside. Oops. And then inside the actual box here, you do get your warranty and your hang tag. Nice little padding here. Excelsior Park since 1866. Your warranty, of course, and your hang tag. But yeah, just a nice little box there. Now, this watch does come in a few different variants. There's a black dial and the Panda Reverse. This is the Compax Panda Reverse. They are all Compax chronographs, and they're very nice. Here you get your sub dial over there at the 3 and the 9 o'clock. This one being in a off-white color and a matte black dial. And a lot of information may look a little confusing, but very simple to operate, very easy to use. The watch itself is crafted of solid 316L stainless steel all around. You see that vintage aesthetic. We even get drilled lug holes, which is a really nice accessory, or nice thing to have, considering you can just swap bands out very easily with your tool there. But yeah, the actual dimensions of this actual timepiece, getting that straight off the bat, is 39 millimeters in terms of actual case diameter here. In terms of actual case thickness, with that crystal, you're looking at 13.9, 14 millimeters. Doesn't really wear too tall on the wrist though, since it is 39. Top to bottom or lug to lug, we're looking at 48 millimeters. Then of course you do get 20 millimeters in between those lugs there. Very nicely finished, very nicely cut case. A mix of brushed and polished surfaces on this timepiece. You get piston head style pushers for that chronograph as well. The watch is 50 meters water resistant, does come with a double domed sapphire crystal anti-reflective coating. Nice little distortions at angles, as you can see. We'll get into the movement towards the more end of the video. But getting in on this dial here, getting a little closer, you can see we get a telemeter here and a tachymeter as well if you're into that, if you like using those functions. Most people nowadays don't really use those functions, but you can. The chronograph piston head style pusher, which is polished at the 10, is used to start and stop the chronograph. As you can see, very smooth actuation there in this Landerin manual wound chronograph movement. You get a 30-minute countdown. You're running 60 seconds over here at the 9 o'clock position. Yeah, just very nice. Very smooth action. You can start, stop, and stop again. You can time up to 10 seconds and start, stop, and then when you want to reset, oops, stop, and then reset, and it flies right back to the 12 o'clock position. Like I said, the bezel itself is highly polished, going fully around here. The sides of the case are brushed. The crown, which states JB, is polished as well, and is a pull and push crown with 50 meters of water resistance. Like I said, this is a vintage style chronograph. You're not going to have 100 meters. Just the style of the watch, and it's from the, it's kind of an throwback from the 1950s. Back then these watches were not 100 meters or anything like that. I think 50 meters is just fine. You can wash your hands with it. You can walk in the rain with it. You're not going to have any issues there. Just definitely don't take it in the water. But flipping to the case back, we get a nice sapphire case back with some beautiful blued screws. Excelsior Park printed in gold, not real gold, but as you can see there, again, nice perlage work. Then we get Geneva striping on this plate right here, which is very nice. You can see the balance wheel going off right there. And you just get a nice look at the inner workings and the mechanics of this movement. The case back is screwed in. Very simple, since 1866, Excelsior Park. Obviously it says prototype. Same exact watch as the actual production units. These are just for, early reviews and stuff like that. The actual caliber inside of this watch is the L70 by Landerin. It's a Swiss company, makes Swiss movements. They have used some other Landerin movements in their other watch, which I reviewed. Their dress watch as well, which is really, really stunning. I love that watch. I think it's a great watch. It's a bit cheaper. I believe the code is EP, something of that nature. You can check back in my video log. It does have hacking. We do get hand winding. Obviously, it's a manual wound movement. You have to wind it up via the crown. And around a 48-hour power reserve, which is good enough for me at 48 hours. The winding is actually pretty smooth. You can barely even hear it there. But you do get a full 48 hours of power reserve, which is very nice. There also is Lume on these hands here, which are kind of syringe-style hands filled with Lume. And they get Lume on all these Romans going around the dial here. 12 through 11, all lumed also, which is nice for a chronograph, considering most chronographs don't have much lume. So I thought that was a nice little addition to this timepiece. Now the strap it comes on has this nice kind of vintage pebbled effect, very nice band, genuine leather, custom Excelsior Park, polished stainless steel buckle, 2 safety keepers. As you can see on the back side, we do get quick release there. If you want to swap bands, you can also get the watch on a bracelet. I believe it's a little more expensive. Bracelet's very nice. It's that beads of rice bracelet, which you saw in the previous Excelsior Park watch I did review. But yeah, other than that, the band, straight out of the box, very supple. Look at this, straight broken in already. No need to break it in. I think it fits, the overall look of this timepiece perfect. Depends on your likes, if you like it on leather, if you like it on the strap. The beads of rice adds some weight to it, obviously. But I think the weight is just fine on the actual leather band. I actually like it on this leather band. And this brownish color is very nice. I believe they have a blackish color also. But yeah, just great movement. Watch is running great. You can get a little closer there. You can see the balance wheel going off. Yeah, just really, really nice stuff. I think for the price, you're kind of getting mid-level, entry-level luxury here. And especially for a chronograph at $17.50, it's going to compete with brands such as Hamilton. I would say some Tissot chronographs as well, the vintage-styled ones that are, up there in the $1,500, $2,000, some of those releases. Also, Tissot does produce some vintage remakes also. Yeah, this is just another option, a unique option, an option you're not going to see on many people's wrists. Many people probably don't even know about this brand. I'm talking about mainstream collector, not real watch geek kind of people. But if you're definitely in the know, you definitely know of Excelsior Park. Really cool brand. Swiss made, obviously, printed down here at the 6 o'clock position. Yeah, no quality control issues. Everything is perfect. No dust specks or anything like that inside the dial. Everything came out really, really good. I'm going to go ahead and lume it up to show you the lume. It glows blue. And there she is glowing. As you can see, the lume is actually quite stunning for, for the little space they have to apply the lume. The hands are extremely bright. A bit lighter blue, baby blue on the hands. Then a darker blue on the actual numerals there. And I think it actually looks really cool. Yeah, came out really good. Very, very legible at night. Now, planted on my 6.5-inch wrist, the watch wears really, really comfortable. I must say, there's a side profile. The band is extremely comfortable, I must say. I really like this leather band. Very nice. And as you can see, that buckle sits perfectly flush with this nice brown pebbled band. Just fits like a dream, like a glove. It wears really nice. It's not too light, it's not too heavy. You feel it there. And it plants just perfectly on the wrist, as you can see. Perfect lug to lug at 39 in diameter as well. I think it's a nice fit, especially if you have a wrist 6.5, 7.5 inches. I think you're going to find this fits really nicely on your wrist. Now the band does start at 20 and does taper down to 16 if you really wanted to know about that. But anyway, guys, this watch, I think it's quite stunning. I think this is the best I've seen from Excelsior Park so far. It just really has everything a vintage kind of remake needs. It has the tachymeter, telemeter, you get that Landerin manual wound by Compax movement, you're getting a Panda dial. It's basically everything wrapped up into one. It's just really nice. I like the piston head style pushers. I think they did a great job on that. They're not too big either. Perfect case dimensions. And if you're really into vintage watches and vintage remakes, definitely check this brand out. They do some really, really nice remakes. And I think this one came out really, really nice. And the quality is just really, really good. I mean, look at this movement. You don't see Landerin movements in many watches. They're just as good as any 7750 or Valjoux movements, if not better, if not prettier to look at also. Smooth operation, great reliability also. and a 48-hour power reserve, so that's pretty good. But yeah, a little closer look there. I think they did a great job. No really negatives here. I really like the watch. If you don't like the watch, that's up to you. But I think they did a great job. No quality control issues. Shipping was very quick. I believe it arrived in 3 days via FedEx. They ship direct via FedEx. Arrives like 3 to 5 days internationally. So very nice. Yeah, let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below as usual. This is Watch Addiction Watch Freeze with the Excelsior Park by Compax, new release. Get one before they're sold out. I believe they do sell out pretty quick on some of their releases. Anyway guys, let me know what you think. Subscribe to the channel, like the video, and as always, I will see you on the next one. Thank you so much for tuning in.